blissful life with love and gratitude to all. Today I am going to talk on the topic of loneliness and aloneness. What is the difference between them? And more about aloneness. In society, we generally observe that people use both the words synonymously, as the English dictionary carry the same meaning, but there is a vast difference between them. Several studies and observation in our day-to-day life show that the state of loneliness is becoming an epidemic in our society, and that chronic loneliness is dreadfully damaging to people's mental and physical well-being. Loneliness is a very powerful emotion which may lead to depression, illness, even sometimes to suicide. Loneliness and aloneness are generally used synonymously as both are related to emptiness. But there is a difference. Negative emptiness is loneliness and positive emptiness is aloneness. Today I shall try to make the distinction between the two words, lonely and alone. Remember, it is easy for those who have been meditating to make the distinction between them. Loneliness is an ugly thing. It is depressive thing. It is sadness. It is absence of other whom you would like to be there, but the other is not, and you feel that and you miss them. You are not there in loneliness. The absence of other is there. Alone is totally different. You are there. It is your presence. It is a positive phenomena. You don't miss the other. You meet yourself. When you are alone, tremendously beautiful. Sometimes you even feel a terror, but it has a beauty. But the presence is the basic thing. You are present for yourself. You are not lonely. You are with yourself. Whereas in lonely, you are simply lonely. There is no one. You are not with yourself and you are missing the other. Loneliness is negative and absence. Aloneness is positive, a presence. If you are alone, you grow because there is a space to grow. Nobody else to hamper, nobody else to obstruct, to create more complex problem. Alone, you grow, and as much as you want to grow, you can grow because there is no limit and you are happy being with yourself and a bliss arises. In aloneness, there is no comparison because the other is not there. You are neither beautiful nor ugly, neither rich nor poor, neither this nor that, neither white nor black, neither man nor woman. Alone, how can you be a woman or a man? Only when you are lonely, you are a woman or a man, because the other is missing. Alone, you are no one, empty of the other completely. One more point. Remember, when the other is not there, ego cannot exist. Through aloneness, the ego is shattered. It has nothing to relate to, so it cannot exist. The ego is a relationship. It exists only in relationship. So, if you are ready to be alone, neither escaping nor falling back, just accepting the fact of aloneness as it is, it becomes a great opportunity. Then you are just like a seed that has much potential in it. But remember, the seed must destroy itself for the plant to grow. Ego is a seed, a potentiality. If it is shattered, the divine is born. The divine is neither I nor thou. It is one. Through aloneness, you come to this oneness. The aloneness is total and complete, not loneliness. Loneliness is always concerned with others. Aloneness is concerned with oneself. Aloneness is the joy of being just yourself. It is being joyous with yourself. It is enjoying your own company. There are very few people who enjoy their own company, and it is a strange world. Nobody enjoys own company and everybody wants others to enjoy their company. If others don't enjoy, he or she feels insulted and alone feels disgusted with himself. In fact, if you cannot enjoy your own company, who else is going to enjoy it? How is it possible? Remember one more point. Only or no thought is pure, because then you are utterly yourself, alone, nothing interfering. The other is hell, because whenever you are thinking of other, you are in hell and all thoughts are addressed to others. When you are in a state of no thought, you are alone, and aloneness is purity. And in that aloneness happens all that is worth happening. Your aloneness is your essential being. One more point. As I said at the start, one who is meditating, it is easy for him to understand the difference. Meditation means being ecstatic in your aloneness. But when you become ecstatic in your aloneness, soon the ecstasy is so much that you cannot contain it. It starts overflowing you. And when it starts overflowing you, it becomes love. Meditation allows love to happen. And the people who have not known meditation will never know love. They may pretend that they love, but they cannot. They will only pretend because they don't have anything to give. They are not overflowing. To know more details, you can see my previous video on love. You can be alone, but that aloneness may not be the true aloneness. It may be only loneliness, and you may be thinking and fantasizing about all kinds of things. Aloneness comes out of awareness. It has nothing to do with where you are in the outside world, but where you are in the inside world is more important. If you become aware of your aloneness, then you become aware of the aloneness of others also. Then you know that to try to possess another is trespassing, and that is not good. Now let me explain how to reach the state of aloneness. First move from things to thoughts, then from thoughts to thinker. Just go on moving inwards. The first circumference around you is of things, the second of thoughts, and the third, the center, your very being, is nothing but your consciousness. It is nothing but a process of witnessing. Drop things and go into thoughts. Then one day, thoughts also have to be dropped, and then you are left alone. In that aloneness is God. In that aloneness is liberation, moksha. In that aloneness is nirvana. In that aloneness, for the first time, you are in the real. Let me explain with one more analogy of mountain and valley. In fact, just as mountain and valley are one thing, so are love and meditation. So are relationship and aloneness. The mountain of aloneness rises only in the valleys of relationship. In fact, you can enjoy aloneness only if you can enjoy relationship. It is relationship that creates the need for aloneness. It is a rhythm. Aloneness makes you overflow, and the love receives your gifts. Love empties you so that you can become full again. Whenever you are emptied by love, aloneness is there to nourish you, to integrate you, and this is a rhythm between love and aloneness. Aloneness is also one of the fundamental experiences as you enter silence. In silence, there is nobody else. You are simply alone. The deeper your silence will be, thoughts will be gone, emotions will be gone, sentiments will be gone, just pure being, a flame of light burning alone. But remember, there is a chance that one may get scared because we are so much accustomed to living with people, to being in the crowd, in the marketplace, in all kinds of relationship. You may not be aware that in all this relationship with friends, with family, with children, we are basically trying to avoid the experience of aloneness. These are the strategies adopted by the society so that you are always with somebody and you are never in the state of aloneness. Only pure aloneness gives you a clean sanity. You don't need the other. The dependence on the other is no more there. You are enough unto yourself. In such a condition, language is meaningless because language is a medium to relate with other. The moment you are no longer dependent on the other, language is meaningless. Words are meaningless. In your silence, when there are no words, no language, nobody else is present, you are getting in tune with the existence. This silence, this aloneness will bring you immense rewards. It will allow you to grow to your full potential. For the first time, you will feel. For the first time, you will be an individual. For the first time, you will have the touch and the taste of freedom. And for the first time, the immensity, the unboundedness of existence will be yours with all its blissfulness. So, friends, whatever happens in silence, remember one thing: in silence, nothing wrong can ever happen. Whatever happens is going to enhance the beauty of it, deepen the charm of it. Anything that happens will bring more and more flowers, more and more fragrance to it. So, friends, let me summarize in short for you. Loneliness is a negative state of mind. Aloneness is positive. Loneliness is a state of mind when you are constantly missing the other, whereas aloneness is the state of mind when you are constantly delighted in yourself. Loneliness is miserable. Aloneness is blissful. Loneliness is always worried about something, missing something, desiring for something, whereas aloneness is a deep fulfillment, not going out, tremendously content, happy, celebrating. In loneliness, you are off center, whereas in aloneness, you are centered and rooted. Aloneness is beautiful. It has an elegance around it, a grace, a climate of tremendous satisfaction. Lastly, loneliness is like beggarly. All around it there is begging and nothing else. It has no grace around it. In fact, it is ugly. Loneliness is dependence, whereas aloneness is sheer independence. One feels as if one is one's whole world and one's whole existence. With this, I would like to stop for today, hoping that you would like to experience aloneness and be with self to grow in life. Thanking you for a valuable time. See you again with some new topic and wishing you to live a blissful life.